again. So here we are, we've got tomatoes. The tomatoes, Spaniard, if you could show the people this. Tomatoes have been peeled, they were immersed in hot water, quite hot water, with X's cut on the tops. And you leave them in there for 10 minutes and then the skin peels off them quite easily. We can see those onions are very translucent, but still, let them keep going, please. Now we're going to put some garlic in there with it. I didn't put it in with the onions because it's a bit more sensitive, a bit like Spaniard himself. He's a very sensitive little pepper. Garlic here, 2 cloves of it. Now I sprinkle salt on it. Bit of a trick that I picked up to get the cleaver. That's how to mash it. So we get that along the side. Then we get the cleaver on the side there. Pound down on that.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Now, a word of warning with this dish. Don't do anything incredibly social the following day.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
So we're going to mash these little darlings up. A grater. Sounds vulgar, but look at that. You just go through there. Nothing special. Don't be precious once again. Overripe tomatoes, of course, are the best. They just really pulp up nicely. And squeezing the bejeebers out of those little red darlings. Look at that. Get your hands in there, get them dirty. The kids will love it. Yes. And actually, if you have more interesting amorous pursuits, perhaps you'd like to indulge with your partner. But hey, it's quite poppy. There's no skin in there at all. Okay, and that's the real deal. Okay, who needs a tin? And this, and the flavour's more full. So we've got that. That's been in there now for roughly, I think, yeah, it's been up there for half an hour, hasn't it? So we're going to just pour that in. Spaniard is a bit cynical about this, so I have to give him a hug and reassure him. But slow cooking those onions, believe it or not, really does bring that flavour out. I'm now going to reduce that down by turning the heat right up. Like that, nice and thick. And in the meantime, assistant producer, could you please go out to the outside fridge and retrieve the other little darlings that have been marinating for some time? As we can see, those little darlings have been going. We've seen they're double-sided. Oh, just like old vinyl, eh? Oh man, look at the music on the surface of those. Oh man,
let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Let's get on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go.
So those little darlings are going in there. Oh yeah, bada bing. Oh. I suppose the way that I cook, some of you expressed interest in what I was making, and I've made a few alright things in the time. Look, I use a lot of oil and a lot of salt and pepper. So these are the kinds of things that the Heart Foundation says, oh no, please don't do it to our populace. But I actually think the biggest culprit is this shit food that you buy at places like McDonald's and that. So we're going to just brown those up a little bit on each side. As you can see, look at that. The sweet paprika is absolutely, you can't smell it through YouTube. But I'm telling you, if you're in this kitchen right now, it certainly isn't your typical average Aussie chop. Now people cook the shit out of pork, they cook the shit out of most meat. I tend to cook everything like most meat so it's still a bit pink inside, even pork. We'll finish it there and we'll come up with the next installment in a moment. Thank you.
Here we come, here we go, we gotta rock, easy come, easy go, now we on top, feel the shot, body rock it, don't stop, round and round, up and down, around the clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
We're reducing that down now, the oven's on, kids, so we turn that pork off. Turn that around. Stick those little darlings on there. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that suntan. Oh my god. We've got a plate full of red Indians here. We're going to stick those in not for too long. The oven's up around 200, 250. I'm not really worried. Look at this pan here. Me hearties. All that goodness in there. Keep that. And I would use this, like, you know, don't just throw this shit away. I would use that for an omelette. So what you could do with this oil in here, Spaniard, look, it's all about the sauce, but it's not about me, man. Can you focus, please, Grasshopper?
I think we know it all, looks like.
What we can do is even, you know, as you can see, there's not too much oil as much as I would like. We can add more olive oil. And what would be awesome is to actually fry up some sweet potato in that. So fry up sweet potato and shallots. You don't need garlic or anything like it. And then throw it into 3 eggs, beat it up and whack it in there, and you've got something to impress the ladies with. As you can see, the proportion of tomato and onion, there's actually not that much tomato. Oh, Spaniard can't see through the fog. Put on your fog lights, amigo. In terms of vegetables, we need to balance it out with a bit of greenery, don't we? With vegetables, I would just put something simple, like a zucchini, either that or just beans, and just steam them. Like nothing fancy, because we've got all this other convoluted fanciness. Anyway, we'll be back soon. It doesn't look real flash because you know, this isn't being produced by fucking Channel 10 or anything, but I can assure you it tastes fantastic. Yeah, so try it for yourself if you like pork and you like Spanish food. Thank you.